Let's kiss.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm not the hero the world needs. I'm the hero the world deserves.
This is not visual when people first get it. So they're not going to understand what you're doing.
I can't wait till it is visual.
It is our Halloween episode. And Matt has gone full spooter man.
What's up?
Yeah, I did something simple and like manly. You know, I am Fred Flintstone.
Manly, yeah, totally manly.
What's more manly than a guy who provides for his family?
Oh, spider.
You're a spooter, not a spider.
This hurts my face. I also can't see anything.
Are you okay?
What happened?
They tried to do a bit where he came through the background wearing a mask. And then we have a blue screen in this hallway here to sort of like block out the noise of him living his life out there. And he's trying to go through it and apparently tripped over the entire blue screen.
Sorry. Another thing.
What I can't look at you anymore. I need you to turn off your camera.
What? What do you want? I'm not doing anything. I'm fine.
Did you just get caught by Mia?
Hello, Mia. What's up? We'll talk about it later, okay?
My tie is backwards. I do real quick want to just say I apologize if there are any loud noises while we record. I did the thing again where I forgot to text Matt, even though because he has no object permanence, and so he kind of forgets that the show exists. And so I forgot to text him to record this week. And now this is literally the only time we can record before the episode has to go out. And it also just happens to be the time that the apartment upstairs is getting maintenance done on it.
Oh, good Lord. Good timing.
Oh, yeah. I feel so proud of myself.
It's okay.
Schedule.
It's kind of on me, too. I definitely should have remembered to text you. I guess. I know that's not entirely my fault, but I have like alarm set and everything. And either Mia silenced them while I was away, or I just... Hey! That's my Funko! Get off! He's standing on my limited... It's not really a limited edition. My Walmart edition Spider-Man No Way Home Funko set.
Dude, I've wanted to buy that so many times.
I know. I mean, I did, but I know. I hear you.
Such a good set.
You could buy them all individually, too, like on the Statue of Liberty. Like that whole end scene.
Yeah, it has all the platforms and all of that.
Yeah, but those were too expensive, so then I ended up buying this one. I mean, this one's pretty expensive too, but dude,
right.
I swear if you don't get away from it, he's like honed in on it. I think there's a spider on the wall behind you.
No, it's a fly.
Oh, even better. Welcome everybody to our Halloween episode. It's our Halloween episode.
It's spooky.
Guess
or for our religious people out there, it's our fall festival.
It's our fall festival. Guess what I'm doing later today?
I'm assuming it's the same thing I'm doing later today.
Well, it better be.
So I want to talk about this, please.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this.
Please
because
do.
I think we've mentioned this before. Last week, Matt texted me, "Hey, me and Autumn. Hey, you guys still coming up for our party?"
Yeah.
And I went, "No, I have a cooler, more fun party that I'm going to."
Yeah.
And then the next day, on the podcast, he he double checked and made sure I was actually coming. I went, "Yes, I will be there." We're even staying over so we can spend even more time together.
Right.
Matt texts me yesterday personally. So are you actually going to a cooler party, or are you coming here?
Listen, not only do I forget things, I also don't know if somebody's being serious when they're using sarcasm. Connor, hey, don't chew. I will murder you. I will murder you so hard.
Hey, Matt,
Yes.
but maybe not say that on a recorded line when we just adopted him and I was your reference.
He's such a good boy. Look at him. Say hi. Say hi. Osmosis Jones, say hi.
What's up, OJ?
He looks like he wants to kill me. He's going to bite me in the face, isn't he?
Oh, OJ wants to kill you? I'm shocked.
I have the same birthday as OJ. I think we discussed this many times already. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's not something I can control either.
I found out I have the same birthday as Peter Cullen.
Peter Cullen. Yeah.
The voice
love
of Optimus Prime and Eeyore.
That's, yeah. I knew that. That's, wow. Those are two wildly different voices.
What's fun is Optimus Prime is one of two people to win a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Nice.
Do you have a guess of who the other was?
T-Pain.
Nope. Think like the backbone of Disney or of Nickelodeon. Like this is without this person, it might not be
Baker. No, that's more Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
No, Tom Kenny.
Boy, do I wish it was. It's Dan Schneider.
No. Oh, that's gross.
Those are the two people that ever gotten a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Kids' Choice Awards.
Nasty. Revoke that.
I wish they would. But you got to think, what kind of dirt does he have on everybody else than Nick?
Yeah, seriously, that's fair.
Anyways, Halloween episode. Let's focus on that.
I'm throwing a party.
Yes.
I've never thrown a party, let alone been to a Halloween party. So this is gonna be interesting. I have 8 pumpkins, and we're gonna fight to the death to see who gets to paint them.
Okay.
4 of them are warty pumpkins. 4 of them are soft pumpkins. So we're gonna have a fight to the death on that one. That'll be fun. Whoever's left gets to enjoy cookie decorating, Halloween cookie decorating. But again, there's a limited number of spots. We're gonna have another fight to the death. But this one's gonna be more like a pick your poison. So we're gonna have 8 cups of poisonous drinks. Except one of them will not be poisoned.
There you go. You got there.
We're gonna do a voting system for who gets voted off the island, and by that I mean who has the best costume. And whoever wins the best adult costume, and we're gonna do like either. Oh man, how are we gonna do that? Man, I need to get out more cash. I was gonna do gift cards, but I went to Walmart and the gift cards were garbage. I want to do the best adult costume overall, the best kids costume overall, and then the best couples costume. Because I know a lot of the couples are going to come in pairs, like you and Autumn, me and Mia. My parents, I think, are doing like a tandem costume.
And this is all group voting, so like it's possible you will be able to win one of these.
Yeah, it's possible I could get some of my money back.
That feels rigged.
What do you mean? It's probably the most fair thing. I'm not putting
I don't think that you should be able to participate.
Why not? I have a costume. Probably one of the best costumes too.
Sure, if you don't like comic accuracy. Just saying, you're wearing a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man costume when you're trying to be Peter B. Parker.
Okay, to be completely fair, how do we know what Peter B. Parker's costume looks like in live action? We don't.
We don't. That's true. But it
could look exactly like this.
It very clearly doesn't, though.
But it could.
Right, but we know it doesn't because there is no white on his costume, and yours is covered in white.
This is not white. This is supposed to look like the webbing that is embossed onto the suit, and you don't know what his webbing looks like.
He doesn't have a webbing. That's what I'm saying, though. This is very distinctly as a costume. He does not have webbing.
I can't type with this. Parker suit images. Yeah, he does. It's just black.
Oh, what's that? It's not white.
Okay, but neither is Tobey Maguire's. It's just black and embossed, which creates highlights that look white. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this exact picture. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Why can't I share? Okay. Boom. Boom. Share. Look right here. Right here where my mouse is. Can you see my mouse? It's reflecting an almost white color right there.
Being reflective is not making it white.
This is reflective. This is reflective. His Tobey Maguire's suit is not white. It is reflective because
you sure about that?
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit.
You sure about that?
I'm sure about that.
Oh, really? So look at this all white webbing on his suit right here.
It's not white webbing. Look at this. Look at right here. It's reflective. Look at the mask on mine. It's black up here, but it's reflecting white up here.
White.
It's not.
White.
It's not. Look at this. Look at this. Not white. It's reflective. You silly, silly goober. You silly man. You silly goober. It's not. This is white. This is I will agree wholeheartedly that his black suit, absolutely white. White webbing.
They didn't change the webbing.
But look at that. That's not white.
That's white.
It's not white. That is not white.
Okay, that torso picture right there just proves that it's white.
That's not. That is dark webbing.
No.
That is dark webbing.
Over to your left. Don't argue with me. Over to your left.
That is reflecting. That is reflecting light.
Not that picture, Matt. Over to your left. Toby is holding up the suit. The one next to that.
That looks gray, if anything.
So then it's still not reflective.
It is reflective.
But the one next to that.
This one? That's a costume like mine.
Point proven.
No, it's not point proven. Not. Look at that. Look how dark that is. That is. Oh shoot! I didn't want to do that. That is dark
gray.
Dark webbing. Dark webbing. If that's gray, then the spider is gray, and it's not. The spider's always been black. I guess it is a little gray on this one.
Oh.
You know what? Oh. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
You're being wrong. Yeah, you are.
You're gonna be wrong because reflections, man.
I'm gonna lobby so hard to make sure you lose tonight. It's your family, right? Because I can convince them.
It's my family, yes. Plus Tracy, which I don't believe you've ever met.
Yeah, Tracy will listen to me. I'm charismatic.
Probably.
I don't even care if I win. I just want to make sure you lose. We're on that stage of Survivor. It's like, I know I'm not going to win. They can't.
Are you going to shave your face for this costume?
No.
Neither am I. So at least we're on the same page.
I do have a bone that I put in my hair, though.
Nice. Does he wear a bone in his hair?
No, but other people with long hair on the show do. And so
that's fair.
To kind of make it seem a little bit more accurate to that. And plus we have a giant plastic club, which he also doesn't carry around. That's Bam Bam.
Yeah.
But, have fun with it. Kind of make it your own. Don't want to get copyright infringed,
I don't think you can get copyright infringed in regular everyday life, especially going to a Halloween party.
You can never be too careful nowadays.
I think copyright infringement only takes place when you're profiting off of the copyright info.
What was the prize again?
Yeah, yeah. I guess it is $20.
Check and mate, brother.
Oh man, this is gonna be a fun party though. I really am excited. I've never, like I said, never done a party. So, I mean, it's gonna be. Do you like chili? Do you like jazz? No, we're not gonna be playing jazz. Do you like chili? Because I'm gonna have chili and pizza, and then a whole bunch of snacks. Charcuterie,
I do like chili.
scarecouterie board.
Charbootery.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one too. But yeah, we're gonna have like a bunch of snacks. Please, for the love of all that is good and holy, avoid the nuts. Please.
Are they clearly marked? Because that's going to put a damper on the
It's
evening.
gonna be a bowl of mixed nuts. I will make sure to put a sign. If you're allergic, don't eat.
And you think that's going to stop me? Most important question.
Yeah.
Do I have to bring my own, or is there going to be Dr. Pepper?
I would bring your own. I don't
Okay.
know. My sister's in charge of drinks. I don't know what she's bringing. So
Which sister?
Heather.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
actually a fan of Dr. Pepper. Like, she would be likely to bring Dr. Pepper, but I cannot confirm that.
But here's the thing: Heather is a little bit of a wild card.
Yeah.
Heather could bring like Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, all of that, or she could roll up with some RC Cola and be like, "I was just in the mood today." And it's fantastic. I love it because you never know what you're gonna get.
Heather also could be like, she could drive like 4 hours away to just get this specific drink. Be like, I was in the neighborhood. Like she could be anywhere getting this drink. She could go to all the way to Amish County and get like brand sodas that I've never heard of in my entire life. And be like, yeah, I was over there doing some shopping.
I was gonna grab some Coke, but I found this bespoke cream soda that I think we would enjoy.
I could see her doing something like that. But yeah, so I don't know what else there will be. I mean, we're gonna have like music playing. I have a cool little projector that's gonna have skeletons dancing on the walls.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Halloween.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be less scary than the evening I had last night.
Oh boy, what was your evening? Was it an ER visit?
No.
Oh, good.
My friends and I went to Fright Night at Kennywood.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. I'd never been.
Yeah, definitely not a you thing.
And there's a big difference between going your first time when you're in high school and going for the first time when you're 26.
Yeah.
Because when you scream like a little girl, when you're frightened, people look at you differently.
Did you punch anybody in the face? Because I could see someone coming around the corner and you go, yeah, sorry.
No, I mitigated that factor by walking through the haunted houses like this.
That's great.
Just first of all, because I didn't want to lose my hat.
Yeah.
Second of all, I wanted to make sure my ears were covered from loud noises.
Yeah.
And second of all, if my hands are here, it's so hard for me to do that.
Yeah, fair.
Than if I'm here and I can just
Fair.
like I'm much quicker here. Like no. Than here.
Yeah, protecting yourself from the thing that you wear every day and protecting yourself from loud noises definitely don't have autism.
Okay.
I'm convinced. You've convinced me, man.
I just winded myself from doing that. Give me a second. So we get in there and they took the like things in the park and made them into haunts.
Yeah.
Like certain things like one of the Raging Rapids gets turned into the Voodoo Bayou.
Okay.
The arcade part of it is turned into the Vampire Castle, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the first one we do. So it's not like it's not the first scary thing. The first scary thing is you're walking through the underground tunnel there.
Yeah.
And they fill it with smoke and some actors and everything.
That's horrible.
It was fun for me because we're walking through and Autumn is terrified, like clutching my arm.
Right.
And I just look at the actors and go, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
Easiest way to relieve tension, comedy.
And I continued to do that through the haunt and the haunted house sort of scenario. By instead of getting mad when people scare me, I would just go, "Yep, good job. I'm so proud of you. You're really good at this." As we're walking through, just continuing to yell that, and it's like, "Yep, I'm so proud of you. You're doing a great job at this. Thank you so much." Screaming, saying that, screaming, saying that. At one point, they could tell I was the perfect target to mess with.
Oh yeah.
And so one of the actors talked to my buddy Josh, who was behind me in the line. He goes, "What's his name?" And I hear the interaction happen.
Oh, that's good.
And so it wasn't like a horrible thing. But for the rest of the time, all I could hear was, "Connor!"
Imagine if you didn't hear that interaction though, and someone just starts calling you Connor.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh no, thank you. No, thank you.
It was fun. It would have been horrifying if I didn't hear it happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to be in that room any longer. And then it started echoing throughout, like other cast members started saying it. I was at, "Yep, Connor O'Connor on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Follow me. Yep, that's my name."
Fearless plug, my friend. Fearless plug.
Just going through making jokes, and then we get to Dracula at one point. He's sitting on his throne, and like the theme was that you were coming in to be used as dinner for Dracula, and like we're just getting you through the castle to his throne room. And we get to him, and he's like, "Oh, none of you are worthy of me. Look at you, you're all disappointments." And I go, "Oh, what are you, my dad?"
I would have gone in there and been like, "Dracula, I've come to suck your blood."
What is the best response I've ever gotten at a haunt from one of these actors? He goes, "Yeah, I've been getting that all night." And he sends us off to the werewolves, who are also in the castle, because he's like, "You're not worthy of me. Go into the werewolves." And it gets to this really weird part, and this is the only part that like actually like unnerved me, where there was these bloody bags hanging from the ceiling with like body parts, quote unquote.
Yeah. Right.
But the outside of the bags were wet, and so they touched me, and it's just like, "Why was it wet? Why was it wet? I don't want to be here." And I know that's a proper reaction because I'm not the only one that had that reaction. AJ also reacted that way.
Oh no, because autism is definitely not genetic.
Thank goodness.
The thing, Cleo, the condensation.
Oh no.
Oh no, Emma.
She's changing. Yeah, but we do that one. We're making our way over. We went to Ghostwood Estates just because, like, spooky fits the theme.
Yeah.
It's
the only thing they didn't have to change.
We're getting in, and there's like a bar that you're supposed to wear for it, and it's not going down. Yeah. And I look at the girl and I was like, "Look, dude, I'm not falling out. I promise you, there's no way. Like if we hit a bump, I'm not one flying out of this." And she like starts like looking embarrassed and laughing. She's like, she doesn't want to make fun of me. Like she's just trying to do her job. And then there's one in the control booth that just goes, "Oh," because it's funny. They're laughing, but they also feel bad because they're making fun of a fat person by laughing. And all of you are too.
Yeah, I'm unashamed about it at this point, man.
So we get through the ride, we come back out, and I can see them, and the thought just pops in my head, and like, I got to do this. And I went, "See, I told you I wouldn't fall out."
Those poor workers.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Then we went to the Haunted Bayou, the Voodoo Bayou. That's what it was, which is the raging rapids but drained of water.
How does that work?
So you're just walking on the ground, like you're walking through the rapid.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. And at one, like, I didn't even realize we had gotten into the like tank, I guess is the best way to describe it at first. But like it was so strange to like be on the ground level, and like they're doing like their pre-haunt like
Right.
speech and everything. He's like, we're gonna turn you into dinner, and I was can I be meatloaf? Sure, if that's what you want to call yourself.
At least make me something I love.
Well, then he says something else about food, and I wanted to be like, I was gonna make a joke about like a side potato, and this girl to the left of me makes that joke first. And I look over, and I was like, oh, I was gonna make that joke, and then I just hear Connor, and I look, and it was this girl Heather, who we went to college with, that was in the BMS classes with me.
Oh my goodness. What are the odds?
And I was too stunned to say anything. I went, hey, it was just like that's never happened to me before.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't see a lot of Waynesburg people in the wild unless you knew them previous to Waynesburg.
Right. Then from there, we went and got potato patch fries. And then AJ wanted to do what's to me sounded like the worst possible thing you could ever do, which is the Noah's Ark haunt, which is just Noah's Ark, but with the lights off.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Ew.
And so he and my buddy Jeremiah do it, and you were greatly disappointed.
Yeah, so there were like 3 actors on this whole haunt. It cost extra money, and it's just the lights off.
That's it.
It was like it's a little scary, but that's it.
It sounds horrifying, and like I would never do it.
Yeah.
But like,
In all honesty, regular Noah's Ark was scarier than lights off Noah's Ark.
Okay. Fair.
But I just knew there was no way I was going to do that.
Yeah.
And so me, Josh, and Autumn went and did the turtles. Well, he and our buddy Jeremiah did Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
But then unfortunately it was time for us to leave because it just took us kind of a long time to get into the park. There's a huge line.
Really?
Like the length of the parking lot almost, and it wasn't going down because more people just kept coming in.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I've never been to Fright Night. I've only ever been to one haunted, like, amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was freezing the night we went. I don't remember what night it was. It was probably in October, but it was just one of those like random freezing nights. And my friend who I was going with was like, hey, you should bring a coat. I was like, but we're going to be in a haunted house. Like in my head, it was just a haunted house. We're going to be inside a haunted house. Why would I need a coat? I'm just going to get hot and sweaty. Like it's just going to suck. So I didn't wear a coat. Most of the time was spent standing in line for several different haunted house attractions. And it sucked. I was freezing my butt off. So I wasn't even scared most of the time because I was more busy freezing.
You weren't shaking from fear. You were shaking from cold.
Yeah. And I can also, most of the time, especially when I'm expecting it, I can hide fear. Like I'm terrified, but I can usually be like, yeah, it's no big deal. Like totally chill about it. It was tough. I'm not going to lie, but I was usually pretty good. I didn't get scared very often, again, because I was expecting it the whole time. Like every corner and turn, I was like, oh, there's going to be someone back there. And if there was, then there was. If there wasn't, then there wasn't. There was one point where I was going through one of the haunted houses, probably the scariest of the bunch. And the girl in the room behind us, like one of the actors in the room behind us, had a big metal like baking sheet, and she slammed it on the floor. Like I didn't even know that, like, because I think the room was dark, and when she slammed it, the lights like flashed on. That was probably the only time that I actually like jumped and was scared the whole time, because it really, like, it honestly wasn't that bad for most of it. The actors didn't seem to care around me. They cared around my friends that I was with because they were terrified. So it wasn't too bad.
I think like rule number one for scare actors is whoever's making the biggest commotion, focus on them.
Yep.
At least that's what it feels like in my experience, because I'm usually the person making the biggest commotion.
Yeah.
But like that's fun for other people because I didn't want to go on the voodoo bayou. But they said to me, "Oh, you're what makes it fun. We like hearing you react." And I went, like, yes, is that a little mean that they want to hear me get scared? Yeah, these are some of my closest friends, so I'm used to that. But also, it's just like, this is probably a pitiful experience for me. It's like, oh, I'm making people feel happy. I have to do this. Like the entertainer in me was like, all right, fine, let's go.
Show must go on.
Hey, can you count down from 3 for me, please?
3, 2, 1.
Got it.
Just ripped off a band-aid. Why?
I've been trying to do it slowly for like the whole time you were talking about haunted houses.
Goodness. I love how I sit here and intently listen to you, and then every time I talk, you're just like scrolling on your phone or ripping a band-aid off.
And do I still hear you? Yeah. Because I'm gonna comment on something you directly said. And at first we were worried it was gonna be cold last night, especially because it was like right around the 50 mark. But as the night went on, it got hotter for some reason.
Interesting. Maybe it was all that blood rushing through your...
It was the fears keeping my body going. It was fun though. I mean, will I do it again? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Autumn had a free ticket through her season pass, and so that's why I wanted to go. I can't imagine spending $40 to be scared for 3 hours straight. Like, that makes me think of, did you hear about this one haunted house out in Ohio that you have to sign a waiver for?
No.
So like scariest haunted
is that like the something manor?
Yeah, I think so. Is he gonna give me actually haunted or I don't know how to look this up now.
McCamey Manor? Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of that one before. Yeah, because they can like, I guess they could do stuff to you. That's why you have to.
So it comes with a 40-page waiver.
Yeah.
And like, they can touch you, torture you, do like all of this wild and crazy stuff.
Yeah.
To you, and like you're not allowed to quit.
So originally it didn't have, like, I'm reading the wiki right now. Originally, so it lasts from 8 to 10 hours, but no guest has ever reached the end, which I think is wrong at this point, because I'm pretty sure I just saw somebody make it to the end. They originally did not allow safe words for the tour, but has since changed this rule, allowing guests to have an option of ending the tour immediately. The waiting list is 24,000 people. That's insane. As of 2019, 24,000 people.
I mean, so it's worth it for people because there's apparently a $20,000 prize if you get to the end of it.
Right. But like, a volunteer guide testified that the 40-page waiver signed by participants listed such possible risks as having teeth extracted, being tattooed, and having fingernails removed.
Yeah, it sounds like a Wednesday night for me.
Oh, yeah, totally. Sounds great. Sounds like something that is totally worth $20,000.
What do you mean? You don't want to be physically assaulted, waterboarded, forced to be eat and drink unknown substances, be bound and gagged, engaged in other forms of physical and psychological torture, or be drugged?
McCamey deducts $500 from the prize for every failed challenge or use of profanity. So
That-
as you're getting your fingernails pulled out, you say the F word 8 times. That's 500 times 8 off of your bill.
$4,000, buddy.
$4,000.
This I don't understand how this is real and legal.
Because you sign a waiver. Anything's legal if you sign a waiver. That's not true, but
I don't know if that's true because in July of 2024, its owner Russ McCamey was arrested on charges of attempted second-degree murder, rape, and domestic assault.
wow, wait.
Dang.
Yeah, not interested. Thank you.
Definitely not doing that.
I wouldn't be interested under normal circumstances, but if that's gonna happen, definitely not.
I don't know if all of that happened within the manor or if he did that outside of it, but also no. I don't need to know if that's going to happen.
Not gonna support a rapist. No, thank you. So the election. I'm just kidding.
Oh no! Actually, unfortunately, we do need to talk about him.
Oh sure, absolutely.
Because you and him have something else in common now.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you've both worked at McDonald's now.
I wouldn't call that working necessarily.
What do you mean? You don't think shutting down a McDonald's, having a select group of customers, and having staff members literally walk you through everything calmly without a rush happening, working?
No, yeah, I definitely wouldn't call that working at all.
Funny. I guess the Republicans have like this skewed version of what work ethic is, because none of them actually want to do anything.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's exactly why they won't raise the freaking federal minimum wage, because they think that's what work is.
And like,
I want to die.
I knew when I first saw it, I thought, oh, this is an AI image because it was him standing out the window waving.
Right.
I was like, that's not real. And then I found out it was a real thing. And then I saw people were getting upset like that it wasn't him actually working at a McDonald's. And I was like, yeah, somebody's tried to kill this man twice now. You think they're going to let the general public just come through a drive-through and have him literally be a sitting duck for anyone?
Especially when so many people do concealed carry in their vehicle.
Right.
Yeah. No, thank you. That's a terrible idea.
But also, I think it would have been funny to have him work an actual shift because I don't think he could handle working in a restaurant.
No,
no,
not.
And there's a lot of people that are like, it's not that hard. And like, I don't think you've worked in a restaurant either.
No, probably not. You know what? I think this is completely off topic, but also on topic. If he wins, can we just both agree we're like moving to a different country, please?
We've been talking about going to Ireland.
Yeah, let's move to Ireland. You know, there's certain places in Ireland where they will actually pay you to build a house and live in it.
Let's do it.
They'll pay you like $100,000 to build up a house because they've been abandoned and all that stuff.
So there for it.
Yeah, absolutely. We could build a giant house and just live in it together at the same time.
Exactly.
That'd be.
I don't need anyone else. She can come over when she's ready.
No, I would really love to just move to Ireland, or any country that's not this one. Okay, that's not true. Not any country. I always love when I say that. People are like, "What? You want to move to Russia or China or Korea, North Korea?" I was like, "Does it look like I want to move to North Korea or China?" No, I don't.
I mean, I hear there's great job opportunities in China. All the industry is being moved there.
Probably is great opportunity in China, but I have no interest in moving to China. I would move to better countries, I think.
I know you really want to move to Scandinavia.
Yeah, like any like Finland, Sweden, Norway, like those would be.
Yeah, but you complain about the cold.
I used to wear shorts in college every day, even in the winter. I don't mind the cold.
I don't mean the temperature. I mean like shoveling snow and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably pay somebody to do that with all the money I'm saving on, I don't know, taxes and healthcare.
I would love to move to Ireland because of the fact that it apparently stays between like 40 and 70 year round
Nice.
because of the current, the wind currents that come up through there.
Yeah.
And so
Dude, we could be sheep farmers.
what do we know about what do we know about sheep or farming?
There's books, I'm sure. YouTube videos we can watch. We could be sheep farmers. We just get a bunch of sheep and let them roam free.
Or we could just do the jobs that we already have in another country.
I don't know, man. I want to be a sheep farmer.
I mean, sure, if you want to be a sheep farmer, I'll support you in that, bud. But also, like, it can't be that hard for me to find somewhere to cook.
Oh yeah, no, your job would be easy. I think the 3 jobs that would be easy for us. Mia wants to start either a bookstore or a library. That would be so easy to start.
Right.
You could be a cook literally anywhere like that. You just have to learn Irish cuisine, which I think would be easy enough.
Oh, so I just got to know how to do fish and chips.
That's okay. What does Autumn do?
Potato dishes.
Wait, what does the Autumn do?
She's, she does stuff. I don't think she wants me telling her.
Oh, that's fair.
She's got many skills. It wouldn't be hard to find her a job.
Okay, I was gonna say, regardless of what she does, I'm sure we could find a job. I guess security or any sort of thing like that. Like that would be easy enough to find.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not like we're specialized to America in our stuff, and I have a degree that I could probably start using if I really wanted to.
I could go to Interpol.
How much is grad school over there? Is it cheaper? Because we could just get other degrees and I can start doing psychology.
I'm 100% positive that tuition is so much cheaper because, again, in countries that are better developed than ours, their taxes pay for their school.
So I could just get my psychology degree and start doing that.
Pretty dang cheap.
Mm.
I don't know exactly what the tax situation is in Ireland, but I do know in like the Netherlands, that kind of stuff, they're decent. What?
Breaking news. Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. ERB just dropped. Epic rap battle of history.
No way!
Literally as we're recording, it just dropped.
Oh my goodness.
I know what we're doing after this call.
Absolutely. Honestly, we should just... No, I'm kidding. I was going to say we should just play it at the Halloween party, but I don't think any of my family...
You want to have that conversation with your family?
My sister, Katie, is like so Trumpy, which is... I know she won't listen to this, so she's not going to care at all. She's just very Trumpy. And so like we started having a political conversation at family dinner the other day, and my sister Megan was like, I thought we agreed no politics. Like she like shut it down quick.
That's a smart move, Megan.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. How long have we been recording? Can we stop? Do we have to keep going?
We can stop anytime you want.
I want food.
Then go eat, man. Hold on, it's not right.
None of this is right. And none of what you're doing right now is right. And I want you to feel bad for it.
Connor, I want you to eat your food and live and survive so you can come to my Halloween party.
I just had this thought, and maybe we'll end on this idea of like, I've had a very good fall. Like, call me Humpty Dumpty because I've had a great fall.
No,
oh my gosh, that's going to be the caption for when I post my fall pictures.
No, I love it. I love it. Honestly, put it as the caption for this, for all our videos and stuff. I have had probably the best fall of my life this fall, which is insane.
Like I went to a Halloween party last week. Then we went to a pumpkin patch the next day. We did a hayride. There was a fire at the Halloween party. Not that you have to have one, but like that was a nice like little fun
I have a
haul
ton
thing.
of firewood, so
get to hang out with you, do a Halloween party with you, which is nice. We did Fright Night last week. On Halloween, my friends and I are getting together to watch Over the Garden Wall. Like, it's just like good fall vibes so far, and I'm enjoying it, dude.
I live in a small town now, and it feels like every Halloween movie in existence took place in my town. Like the fall leaves are everywhere. It's so great. We went to like a corn maze the other day, last weekend, which was a lot of fun. The corn maze it wasn't like the Cool Springs one that I usually go to. They didn't have a map. They just you just went into the corn maze and then had to find a way out.
Good. That's how you're supposed to do a corn maze.
I like the maps with like the checkpoints and stuff. I like those ones.
The map, the corn maze I went to was a little lame, to be honest. But
Yeah.
the problem is, I don't think they redo it each. I think it's the same thing each year.
Yeah. Do you know what mine was? The corn maze.
What?
It was Pittsburgh Dad for president. Like that. It was literally the Pittsburgh Dad like face.
Yeah.
Like his face, and then it was wild. It was so
Nice.
This corn maze had like a bunch of other activities, like playgrounds and stuff for kids. They did like a candy cannon where they literally have a cannon that they shoot candy out of to the crowd.
Sick.
So cool. I got loaded. Was it fries? I got loaded fries with queso and pulled pork on top.
Ooh.
So good. And then there was like a bunch of other decent food, like apple cider slushies. There was like other activities for the kids to do. Bluey and Bingo were there
Nice.
on stage at one point when we got there. You could like buy pumpkins and stuff. It was like a really fun experience, especially for the kids, because they got to go around and do stuff. The adults were kind of just sitting by a fire for most of it.
Yeah,
But-
where I went, you take a hayride up to the corn maze, and there's also like a pumpkin patch where you can pick your own pumpkin.
Yeah.
Some fire pits, field games. There's some animal stalls up there, and there's a snow cone person, because what screams fall like snow cones. But it's also on like an actual farm, so like there's down at the bottom there was like a grocery store of farm fresh food, flowers, pumpkins, all down there. But then there's a bunch of food trucks and inflatables for kids. So like, of course, you have your giant slide, your bounce house, but they also have the big balls from Wipeout that the
Nice.
kids can try and jump across and everything.
Yeah.
I got some apple cider from there. It was really good.
Nice.
It's really good. Like,
Hot or cold?
I bought a gallon of it, so it's cold. But like, you can warm it
okay.
up yourself.
Gotcha. I didn't know if you like you got like a cup of
No. We did get a funnel cake there though, and that was pretty good.
Nice. Funnel cakes are the bomb. I need to learn how to make those myself. I mean, it's not hard, but it's just doing it, you know?
I think a funnel cake is like peak fair food.
Yeah, for sure. They're messy.
AJ was really upset last night because they don't sell corn dogs at Kennywood anymore, I guess. Like, he really wanted a corn dog.
That's ridiculous. Kennywood, step up your game. The only thing I ever eat at Kennywood is the potato patch fries. So I don't really care about the corn dog, to be honest. Potato patch fries, and then right across from Noah's Ark, which is coincidentally where the potato patch fries are, ice cream. And it's really good ice cream, just expensive as heck.
Yeah, the Millie's is the most expensive ice cream I've ever seen.
Yeah,
That's why I go to the Golden Nugget.
right, but Millie's is so good. They got nice flavors. It's tasty.
Though I will say the last time I got ice cream at the Golden Nugget, I did tell them I had a peanut allergy. I think we talked about this, and they just like shut down, like they didn't know what to do.
Yeah, we did talk about this.
Because they didn't have any chocolate left that they could dip it in. Like, there was nothing that they were like sure wasn't cross-contaminated.
Right.
So like, all we can do is give you ice cream on a cone. That's like all we can feel safe and comfortable giving you. And I got it, but it was just like, oh, I wanted the specific kind of ice cream. Like,
Well, maybe just overcome your peanut allergy. It's mind over matter, Connor. I think we've discussed this before. Just deal with it. Like, just suffer. What are you talking about?
you say that, but I've seen the way you looked while I was trying not to die in the hospital room, and I think that you're more worried than you let on, bud.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, I guess.
Well, thank you so much for listening to this.
I was just waiting for you to end it.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. If you enjoy this from us and you want to see when we're posting new content, go over to YouTube or to Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates from us. If you'd like exclusive content and to support us while you get that, head on over to head over to patreon.com/@thegarlicboys. Subscribe to the Patreon, and if you subscribe to $10 a month, you get the after show for our D&D podcast, TGB One Shots, which the new season of should be arriving before the end of the year. So if you want to get caught up on that, start listening to that show as well. If you'd like to buy some merch from us, you can head on over to redbubble.com and search The Garlic Boys. You can find designs made by Matt and I. And if you want to watch video versions of the podcast, you can head over to youtube.com/@thegarlicboys. And from starting like earlier this week till November 8th, a new episode will be posted every day at noon to make up for the fact that I have not been posting them because of my depression. So if you've been waiting to watch the video version of a specific episode, check back daily to see if that episode is posted, including the 100th episode video with our moms. Matt, speaking of moms, do you have a supplementary mom report for this week?
I'm gonna go marry Jay Watson.
I hung out with my buddy Josh last night, and his mom was always cool to us as a kid, so I'm going to say his mom, Gail. Shout out to Gail. Matt, do you have any final thoughts for us this week?
Nope, I'm Spoderman, and have a good Halloween.
I don't think I'm coming over anymore. Thank you so much for listening, and remember, as always, to stay garlicky. I mean, it just feels offensive.
It probably is.